Let's talk about plastics. When you look at some of the hopes here and some of the concerns that we have in general, what can be achieved? I mean, your world is one of recycling, of trying to do some good, but are you getting enough support from leaders?
I guess, the reason why I'm here and why we have other chief exec is like business can be a force for good as well. And the solution lies in hybrid partnership, if you want, between private and public. And, bringing the solution providers together to try to scale up and speed up is exactly what it is about. So you can see the glass half full or half empty, but I think a lot is moving on. And we need to speed up in terms of plastic recycling, as well as water preservation, which, as you know, is one of the main consequences of global warming. It is the mitigation, but the adaptation element is about water. So solution provider being brought together and PPP is absolutely critical here.
But do you think something, concretely will be signed? I don't know if it's extra money being poured into helping your industry also arrive into countries that need it most, so that a solution can be circular and therefore better for the planet.
For me, the big hope is about methane that we will set together. We, meaning the global leaders today at Dubai, a target and an ambition and a trajectory to reduce methane emission. Veolia is a solution provider into that, but I think it's a super critical element which can be achieved hopefully at the COP.
Talk to me a little bit about, I guess, there has undeniably been a backstep in some pledges, and I don't know whether this is because of the cost of money. We're also dealing with two wars. A lot of companies, a lot of investors maybe want to put their money elsewhere and are a little bit more cautious. Do you feel, when you speak to investors, when you look at starting on some projects, do you still feel a little bit of hesitation?
I guess if the initial reason why you're doing something about the environment is just because you feel like there is an external pressure, then maybe there could be a little bit of going down at one point if you feel a bit less pressure. But if you feel, and I think it's the case of many, many companies, that the reason why you're doing that is because it's good for the business and it's a more high rank as well, then I still have a lot of customers who are asking for solutions now, and irrespective of the global crisis you've mentioned. And I would say it ticks a lot of boxes because it could be, adaptation and mitigation can be a way for business to be more resilient, to be more locally sourced and not depending on, worldwide supply chain, as well as to create job and growth in our economies. So I guess it can be going together. And if I go the next step, sovereignty. If you're talking about finding, local sources of energy or recycling, it gets you more independent from the rest of the world. So I think, all the various objectives can go together into ecological transformation, which is, paramount.